the southeastern part of the coastal region of Kenya lies Mombasa County. According to the latest census results done in the year 2019, the county has a total population of around 1.2 million people. The huge population has led to an increase in demand of houses, leading to the growing of informal settlements that provide cheaper housing options. That 5-year-old Patrick Shikuku has been living in Mapembe, Moroto slums for the past 12 years.
Niliingia ilikuwa ni pori. Tulianza na huko juu, tukaanza kuchasa, tunaleta matakataka, tunasipa, tunajaza vile umeona hivi. Na tunatengeneza ploti na tunachenga. Hivyo mpaka vile tumefika huko. Tulikuwa tunachasa tu, tunachenga. Naona. Sasa hiyo muda nimekaa hapa ndio mpaka nilikuwa na nyumba 1, 2, 3 mpaka vile tumeweka hii mtaa. Sasa hii mtaa inaitwa Mombasa Mapembe na hiyo wakati haikuwa.
With more and more people coming to the area, they decided to develop a system that enabled them to buy and sell the newly created land.
Maelewano tu sasa, kama kwa mfano kama mimi ndio mwenye uwanja. Mimi sasa kama posa amekuja, mimi ndio namchachi. Tunaongea naye, nampa pay ya nini, ya kuchasa, ya kutengeneza nini. Tunaweza elewana paka plot vile itakamilika.
One might mistake this as a dumping site. However, the garbage here plays a major role in the land filling process. After Patrick having explained all this, one cannot help but wonder of what impact does this have to the surrounding environment that consists of mangrove trees in the area. In trying to get a good understanding of this, I meet Bosco Juma, a mangrove conservationist at Big Ship, an organization that promotes sustainable development through empowerment of community in environmental conservation. Together, we take a trip to Alidina area in Mikindani, where he shows me the land encroachment that is also taking place over there.
Encroachment here in Tudor, sorry, here in Alidina, as you can see, there are people who use real building structure, building semi-permanent and permanent structures. Okay, but if you zero in for Moroto, you see the houses that are being done there, especially closer to the sea. They are houses that are made of mud and some not semi-permanent or that permanent per se. And it is there where we're having this challenge of waste management being used as buffer zone or as filler for sea reclamation.
According to Bosco, the cutting of mangrove trees will have a long-lasting effect on Mombasa County in years to come.
So when people keep on cutting those trees, okay, what they are forgetting that they are cutting down the protectors. What is protecting them from any calamities, especially natural calamities like erosion. Because when the water comes from the sea, as you can see, there's a lot of wave. So what the mangrove does, it protects, it reduces the power of the wave, both under the sea and also towards the land. So cutting the mangrove, actually, it increases the sea. And what they have done, like here, in case there's a lot of wave, there'll be nothing to protect them.
A recent study carried out at Tudor Creek shows that more than 80% of mangroves along the Indian Ocean coast have been wiped out. According to the Kenya Forestry Service Coast Regional Commandant Benjamin Were, they have encountered a lot of challenges in the conservation of mangroves, and they are in the process of trying to find a solution.
The issue of encroachment is a complicated issue. And given that it's a complicated issue, we have also to involve the county governments and also a multi-agency. It is a multi-agency issue. It is not just a KFS issue. It is going to be approached in a multi-agency way, because the issue of touching wananchi, that one you have to also to be very careful. Nowadays as KFS, we are practicing what is called a human-based approach in our exercises. Nowadays, you know, we are living in a time of a robust human right dispensation, whereby you don't use force when you're dealing with people. Even if they commit crime, you must apply some humanity. So as KFS, we are going around assessing the areas which has been encroached, and then we are also creating some sensitizations to the people who have encroached, so telling them that those areas are not habitable. First of all, they are not good for them. We did plant, in fact, some times back, I think mid this year, We did plant a very big area in Kisahuni. It was a day that was led by the PS Maritime and Shipping, Madam Nancy. We planted mangroves and in fact to rehabilitate the degraded areas. KFS is really committed because those degraded areas, there are also plans being undertaken to ensure that they are rehabilitated, and the issue of encroachment and destruction of mangrove is also being taken care of with my office. We are patrolling, we are arresting people, we are charging them in courts, and going forward, we are also trying to actually liaise with other agencies to ensure that, and more especially the county government of Mombasa, to ensure that all this work becomes a success.
In trying to solve this housing crisis in the county government plans to redevelop the old estates in Buxton, Changamwe, Likoni, and Mzizima to accommodate the ever-growing population. This is on a 200 billion shilling housing project in line with the Integrated Strategic Urban Development Plan, Mombasa Vision 2035. According to Lands, Housing and Physical Planning Chief Officer Dr. June Mwajuma, they are targeting to set up 25,000 affordable houses all over the county.
We hope that at least as many tenants actually all our tenants should be able to get a unit in the new housing estates, and we also hope that people who are living in probably sorry and deplorable situations are also able to get houses in that. Now, we know that people have different capabilities. So for those who can do direct tenant purchase, we have a provision for that. But for those who may not have this ability, for different estates, we have brought in different banking institutions through the developer who can offer a soft mortgage.
The phase 1 of the apartments in Buxton is expected to be ready by January 2022. A one-bedroom apartment is set to go for 1.8 million shillings. Two-bedroom apartment will go for 3 million shillings and the 3 bedrooms for 4.2 million shillings. This right here is an apartment built by a private developer a few meters away from the ongoing land encroachment that is taking place in Moroto slums. Despite there being a demand for housing, so many units still remain unoccupied. You may want to ask yourself the question, why is this so? This right here is a problem affecting Mombasa County. Brian Osweta, Gilitix Media.